I remember the way you used to love me. I said, I remember the way you used to love me. What's up, y'all? This is Ty. How you doing? You know what I'm here for. I know what you're saying. You're saying, here he goes singing a song that ain't got nothing to do with the video. But I'm telling you, the song I just sang, I'm going to tie it back into this video. And this video, of course, is my review, or should I say our review, of Tyler Perry's The Oval, episode 15 of Tyler Perry's The Oval. All right, before I get started into that, let me shout out to my peoples. I see you in the comment sections. I love you. Y'all are watching these videos. Simply Be Yourself 100. Love you. DB, Frank Gay, Sania Parker, Curran Rowland, what's up? L.R. Turner, how you doing? My boy Atif, Penny, Craig, and if there's anybody else, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head the people that left comments recently. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for leaving the comments. I do appreciate it. I really do. And I believe it was Penny who sent me a message saying, put your Cash App in your video. So bam, there it is, my Cash App right there. It's right there. That's for you, Penny. You want to send me a little something something, I appreciate that. I'm thanking you in advance. Bam, there it is. All right, okay, now let's get right into this video. This Oval episode 15 picks up where we left off. Barry is pissed off because Sharon and Kareem is at the pharmacy getting it on. They getting down and dirty, raw dogging it up on the counter in the pharmacy. Now here's the thing that gets me. They ain't got no class, they ain't got no dignity, because okay, y'all want to do that, you close the pharmacy. I get all that. Turn the lights off, put the gate down, something. Why is it out in the open where people could see you like that? Just tacky. So, you know, Barry's rolling up in here because, you know, he's trying to, you know, he wanted to get these charges dropped, which I'm like, okay. And he's there with his daddy, and they pull up and they see that, like I said, and he just takes that car, crashes straight through the pharmacy. He's pissed off. He's the Incredible Hulk. Now, he done bust out of the car, and I've laughed because he tripped a little bit. He was so mad. How could you do this to me? I felt you, Barry. I felt you. She did you dirty. Even though you broke up with her, you told her to get out your house, you threw her out, she ran into the arms of another man. So he came running out, charged at Kareem, got you, bitch, boom, 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 pam, pam. They fighting. Kareem managed to slam him over, and then Kareem, like a little coward, reaches for a gun. Just fight like men. Why you gotta go get a gun? He reached for a gun. Now Barry and Kareem are tussling over this gun. The music is all intense. I forgot they done knocked down all this medicine in the pharmacy, just tearing up the place. And as they're tussling over this gun, you hear Sharon saying, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?" Okay, Sharon, that's a stupid question. You're banging this dude in the pharmacy. You're supposed to be, you know, you're supposed to love him. You're supposed to love Barry. You're banging somebody in the pharmacy, somebody he don't get along with. That's what's wrong with him. And a whole lot of things are wrong with him. His daughter's missing. Someone was killed in his house. Well, someone killed themselves in his mother's house. There was money found in his room. There's a bloody knife in his room. A man was accidentally shot and killed at his hands. Come on. What you mean, what's wrong with him? He's a suspect for a lot of things. Barry's having a tough time. So they're struggling with this gun, and the gun goes off, and Barry's so pissed off with Sharon. He's like, how could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? And she's like, Barry, your dad. The father was named Richard. Richard's laying down there, shot up, hurt, bleeding. And, you know, Barry's upset. Barry's like, what did I do? What did I do? Here come Kareem with, oh, you really messed up now. Kareem, this ain't the time for that. My dad is laying here. Don't let me punch you in your face. Don't let me hurt you some more. My father's laying here. I don't need you to rub it in that I really messed up now. And I think I'm aware of that. basically. So that was that scene. Whole lot of chaos. So I'm like, okay, this is where we going here. All right. Then we go to our president. Mr. President is upset because Denise is dead. He's trying to figure things out. We see him go to the first lady and he's confronting her because he believes that the first lady has something to do with this. But he's not aware that the first lady doesn't even know that Denise is dead. And, he's asking her all these questions and he's like, so what's going on? How did you even know she was here? Because she's saying to him, how did you sneak this whore into the White House when you got to sign all these things? How'd you sneak Denise up in here anyway when you got to sign this and that? Who's working? I'm going to get to the bottom of it. And he's like, how did you know Denise was in here? She's like, well, because you made the mistake of letting her drink out of my favorite cup that I leave right there in the bedroom. And she said, one of the lines I thought that was funny. She said, plus I could smell her cheap perfume and her cheap douche or something. That cracked me up, though. That cracked me up. So the president is like, he thinks that she has something to do with it. He didn't get no straight answer from her. He didn't want to be bothered. So then he's checking out Donald, and he's asking Donald, what does he know? And I believe he even said to Donald that he said, are you in on it? And he said, what happened? And so Donald was like, listen, Mr. President, you were taking illegal drugs and you passed out and something happened to her or whatever, and it's been taken care of. So now the president's like, well, Kyle took care of everything for me. Maybe Kyle's in on this. Maybe he went in the room when I went in the bathroom and he chopped off Denise's head. That's what he was thinking. And I'm like, Mr. President is over here blaming Donald's side piece, because Kyle is Donald's side piece and his secret lover. Oh, yes, they are. So Donald's like, no, that's not what happened. And, listen, I can get you to take your mind off of this. I can get you a prescription from the White House doctor to just ease you. And the president's like, no, I don't need no prescription. I ain't trusting nobody. Y'all done killed my side piece. And I don't trust nobody. That's how he's feeling. Let's go on to Jean the maid. She's giving me a headache right now. Jean is panicking and frantic, and rightfully so, because imagine you on your job and you see a head in the laundry basket. I would be a little frantic, upset too. But Jean, you don't have PTO time? You ain't got no paid time off? Take some time off to get your mind together, because this whole shaky Scooby-Doo thing you're doing, is this whole shaggy, you too nervous, it's showing, you're too shaky, you're gonna fall apart. You're about to fall apart. So I suggest to Jean that you go on, take some time off, and clear your head, because you saw a head in the laundry basket, and you don't want to be next to have your head taken off, because then we see Kyle coming up to her, and he's like, everything all right? He said, because I hope, and she's like, you have my word. He's like, no, I better have your word. And Kyle basically threatened her and told her, how's your boyfriend and all this other stuff. He said, listen, because you don't want to get dealt with. You don't get dealt with is what he was trying to dealt. This dealt ain't what you think. We just ain't no slap on the wrist. Your head might be next, basically, is what he's saying. So I'm saying to her, Jean, take some time off. Use some PTO. Take some time off, because watch, she's going to crack. She's going to crack. She promised Kyle that she wasn't going to crack, but she is definitely going to crack. All right, another funny thing I liked in the episode was good old Nancy is out there, and she's outside of her home talking to the nosy neighbor Jody. And that's when Sam's wife comes up, and Sam's wife is asking her questions. So she basically tells Sam's wife what's going on. We're not going to go through that whole thing. She's telling him, everything that was going on with Barry and what happened and the child missing and all that. And out comes the nosy neighbor again. She comes back and she's like, baby, listen here. I've been watching the 6 o'clock news, and they said it was an accident. The car went through the pharmacy. That looked like your husband's car. And she's going on through that. So now they got to go find out what's happening. And, so they leave that at that. Another very interesting thing that happened tonight. Lily, Lily makes a call to Bobby, Mr. Diesel. You know Mr. Diesel, the dude she was messing with in the she did it with him in the bathroom of the airport. Now he's got feelings for her. He's in love with her or something like that. Girl, come run away with me. Let me take you. What's all that about? Y'all in love now or whatever? He tell her something like she was a pawn and she was a project. And she was like, no, I can't run to you. I need answers. I got to get answers. I need answers. That's what she says to him, that she needs some answers. There's some things that she needs cleared up. Now, she wants these answers cleared up. So basically, she stays in the White House, and we don't see what's going to happen after that. We just see her go back into the White House, but she lets Bobby know, Bobby, nah, I got to have some answers. Also, the First Lady is still looking for answers, so she goes to Sam, and it looked like she was flirting at first and asking him, is he faithful to his wife? And what if somebody really came onto you? What would you say? And all that. She was throwing all the signals, and she was throwing it at him. I thought she was going to pounce on him, but then she's like, no, I'm not flirting with you. She was trying to get answers from him and asking him if he knew anything about her cheating husband and how Denise got in here. And of course, he doesn't know, and he said he didn't know. And so that was basically that. And so that scene, he seemed like, what is she up to? And she couldn't get any answers from him, but First Lady is determined. I'm going to get some answers out of somebody. And then we see Kyle picking on Max and threatening Max and talking about what Max's wife and all of this. And Sam interrupted that and told Kyle to stop that, cut it out. You're being ridiculous. Now, we get down to some nitty gritty. This is where the song that I was singing earlier in the video, I remember the way you used to love me, comes into play. The scene with Donald and Kyle. Donald asked Kyle, yo, man, you got videos of me? You got recordings? Did you give my wife pictures of you and us getting it on? Why are there even pictures of us getting on? And this is when it was like, yo, this is crazy. Kyle was like, well, I got pictures because I wanted to remember those moments, because I remember the way you used to love me, you used to hold me, the way I want that old thing back. That's why that song came in my head when I saw that scene, that I remember. Because he's pretty much telling Donald, you don't appreciate the time I put into this love affair of ours, baby. And you played with his head and some other, whoa. I'm sorry. Donald, you played with his head and his mind and some other things, and now he's open. He wants that old thing back. He wants to do it again, y'all. And so he's telling him, listen, ooh, Donald, I want you. I love you, and please. And then he tell him, listen, I didn't tell your wife anything. But he said, yeah, I do got video, and I do have. And he's like, well, get rid of it. What's the point of saying get rid of it now? Your wife knows your secret is out. Your wife know you've been slipping and sliding with Kyle, Donald. So, I mean, come on. So he's like, get rid of it now, and all this other stuff. And then Kyle plants a kiss on him, and he resists at first, and then he's like getting into it. And then they get interrupted. There's a knock on the door. And there's the butler or whoever, and he has a drink in his hand. He's like, oh, and he's like, I didn't order a drink. I didn't ask for a drink. He said, no, this is for your wife. And he's like, my wife? He said, yeah, she was in your office a few minutes ago. And boom, Lily comes out of the other room. She done heard the whole thing. for herself. She see that her husband, who told her in last week's episode, nah, I ain't gay like that. That was just with Kyle. She see that he feeling Kyle too, because then Kyle kissed him and he pushed away, then he embraced him again, and they was getting it in right there. And she caught that. She heard all of that rather. And I was like, oh shoot. So, Lily's pissed off about that. And I'm like, what are they going to do? I can't wait for the next episode to see what they're going to do with that. And so let's get on back to the pharmacy. Let's get on back to the pharmacy with my boy Barry, with Kyle, Kareem, and Richard. Richard is laying there, almost on to Glory. He looked like he going home to Glory. And I said, are they going to kill him off too? Because like Nancy said, Nancy done told y'all, Lord, I can't take no more. How much more can I take? I don't blame you, Nancy, because let's just run through what's going on with Barry and his family. Like I said, missing granddaughter, dead woman in your house because she killed herself from a cult. There's money in your house. There's a knife. Nancy thinking Barry did something. I'm like, did Barry kill his baby mama? We don't know yet. Whatever. So now we in this pharmacy. There's blood everywhere. The police finally get here. Get away, get away. They do that whole thing right there. Step away, step away, step away. And they're like, what happened here? They explain what happened. Barry is shaken, whatever. And, they arrest him because they explain what happened. We were tussling with this gun and this and that. And he shot my father. They arrest Barry. Barry's like, what about my dad? What about my dad? My dad isn't going to die. What did I do? Or something like that. He says something like that. So that was all dramatic. And that's where we left off. So now I want to know, is Richard going to die? Is Richard going to die? Are we going to get a funeral next week with somebody singing His Eyes on the Sparrow? What's going to happen? Is Richard going to survive all of this? Barry, you just keep getting yourself in more and more trouble, dude. And that face you leaving. Oh, poor Barry. Barry, you just keep getting yourself in more and more trouble. I don't know, dude. How you going to get out of this one? Sam tried to help you, give you stuff. I don't know how you're going to get out of this one because now your father's shot. Now that's another person on your list hurt now. And the damage you did, you going to jail, Barry. Barry better be in jail next episode because simply for what he crashing the car through the pharmacy. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. I would never do anything like that. Listen, I done had my heart broke by many girls. Not many women, I should say. Many women. I ain't R. Kelly, not girls. Women. And let me tell you, that's just not the way to do it. You're supposed to handle that smooth. You're supposed to roll up there. You saw them up there like that. And you're like, oh, okay, that's what she doing. But then again, you shouldn't be mad at all. You threw her out. You ain't want nothing to do with her. You should be cool. Listen, she into all kinds of foolishness anyway. You could do better than that anyway. Your concentration needs to be on finding your daughter, getting her from the Ramadushi, Rakadushi, whatever. Getting her from that cult. That's what you need to be doing. Find your daughter. That's what you need to do. Find your daughter, but no, you letting your temper get the best of you. You crashing through stuff. Now your daddy. The pharmacists need to go too. Since they're arresting people, they should arrest him as well because he's the one who pulled out the gun. He didn't have to pull out no gun. That was just an old-fashioned ass whipping. You could have just took that whooping like that and that was that. You didn't have to pull out a gun for that. You didn't have to do all that. But yeah, that was it. That's all I have. Thank you for watching this video. Tell me your thoughts. Did I leave something out? How did you feel about this episode? What do you think is going to happen next week? And also, I want to mention these people. I want to know more about the First Lady's family. Who are these people? Give us more of that. Bring Grandma back. Let Grandma come back. I need to know more about these people. And I want to know who chopped Denise's head off. And I'm hoping that they show us who chopped Denise's head off in one of these upcoming episodes. I need to know. I want to know what happened. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And check out my other videos. I got other videos too. If y'all like Insecure, I'm reviewing Insecure as well. That's a good show. Check out my other videos. Thank you for watching. Be blessed. Be safe. I'm out. I will see you in the next video. Peace.